The Kardashian empire is falling apart. This is crazy to hear because even though I don't see the Kardashians like I used to see the Kardashians, I still believe they are very rich. And one thing about money, money makes you money. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, there's plenty of like savings accounts and things of that nature that literally earn interest every year. You know what I'm saying? Their family has touched over $1 billion probably. Like, if you were to just put, not just, holy moly, just is crazy. But if you were to put $500 million inside of some whatever type of savings account, you know what I'm saying? I don't work for no banks. I don't understand all of that ish, you know what I'm saying? But I know there are accounts that, you know, give you interest back every year. And if you were to put $500 million into one of those accounts and they earn you, let's say 5% a year, which I think is pretty high, but regardless, just for the sake of numbers, 5% a year, you would be getting back like $25 million a year. So if you live for under $25 million a year, like, you're basically living your life for free. And, you know, I'm sure they're in a position where they're just making money off of nothing. They're just printing money at this point. You know what I'm saying? So, the fall off, I don't think it's going to be much of a fall. You know what I'm saying? It might be a step down. But, hey, let's see the video and see what's going on. But as always, I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. I thank you guys for all the love and support, for real. And now, let's get into the video.
Imagine being one of the biggest families in the world. You're filthy rich, have your own TV show, and millions of dollars constantly fall into your hands. That's what the Kardashians are. And for a long time, they were living large. But after a decade of living in the spotlight, things are starting to change. Their newest TV show flopped, and any new career change or business venture is always met with a lukewarm reaction. And nobody is really keeping an eye on the family anymore. It's almost like they've slowly fallen off the world's radar. And I want to dive really deep today into why this has happened. How one of the biggest families in Hollywood got pushed off of their pedestal and is now scraping by for attention.
So I am currently filming for the Kardashians.
Scraping by is diabolical to say. Type shit.
And you guys know I absolutely love my family dearly. And I am excited to introduce you to my chosen family. My incredible inner circle of real life besties.
So you know you better buckle up and prepare yourselves for impact. And before we hop in, make sure you guys like the video and subscribe down below. I upload 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, Saturday. My editor, Frida, and I, we are working really hard. Let's hop into it. For this question to be answered, we need to go back to the beginning. And we need to actually understand who these girls are. With Kim Kardashian being the headliner and the one who brought her family fame, alongside her siblings, Kourtney,
Dang, bro, it might be time for Kylie to, you know, grab the bull by the horns and drop the tape. It might be time for Kylie to, you know what I'm saying, drop the tape. Fuck it, we will. You know what I'm saying? Kendall, you could drop the tape too. Fuck it. Kendall, drop the tape. You know what I'm saying? Y'all might get popping again. Fuck it, we will. You know what I'm saying?
Khloe and Rob Kardashian and their filthy rich parents, Kris Jenner and Robert Kardashian. At the time, their family wasn't very famous yet. They just happened to be one of America's richest families, so you couldn't expect everybody to recognize them. No. That only happened after Kris Jenner's divorce and subsequent marriage to Caitlyn Jenner, formerly Bruce Jenner. After remarrying, Kris then had 2 daughters, Kendall and Kylie Jenner. From the very beginning, we have to talk about the fact that the Kardashians absolutely thrived on being hated. I mean, Robert Kardashian was literally O.J. Simpson's lawyer during the O.J. Simpson murder trial. But before that, nobody really cared about the Kardashians. They were just rich. They had close ties with Paris Hilton and the Hilton family, but that was about it. However, it was very clear from the beginning that this family wanted much more than that, or at least that's what people began to believe.
When I was going through a divorce, my husband had been paying the bills and I didn't really understand the magnitude of what was really going on, and I felt really dumb. We sat down and made a plan, and that was the moment that I felt like a light bulb went off and I clicked and thought, okay, I need to know how to handle my own business. I need to know as a woman what's going on in my own house, just the attitude.
And monetize my children. I need to find a way to monetize these motherfuckers that I shot out. Shit. I'm not gonna lie though. You know what I'm saying? She the tree. She the tree? I don't know. All I know is she not the birthday. She might be the birthday planner. Yeah, she the birthday planner. Yeah. She knows what she got going on. You feel me? But I guess money make you handsome, money make you pretty. You know what I'm saying? So I was about to say, she had some good looking children, but money make you handsome, money make you pretty. Except for her fucking son. I forgot that nigga's. Damn, I forgot his name. That's crazy. Rob Kardashian. That nigga done fucked off his shit. You know what I'm saying? Anyway.
Know what's going on, work hard, build a life for yourself that you're proud of, but just pay attention.
And it's honestly very hard to know the truth because of this story. We have Kim, who was apparently high out of her mind, agreeing to film this tape, which was then sold to Vivid Entertainment without her consent, which then led to Kim filing numerous lawsuits against Ray J and Vivid. In February 2007, before its release, Kardashian sued Vivid Entertainment for invasion of privacy and for the profits from and ownership of the tape. Then in October 2025, Kardashian and Jenner filed a defamation lawsuit against Ray J, alleging that he had made false public claims that they were involved in racketeering and under federal investigation, and that he was cooperating with federal investigators on a racketeering case against them. Ray J also alleged that he and Kardashian had discussed releasing the tape publicly in 2006, and Kardashian wanted Kris Jenner to oversee the release, and that Ray J, Kardashian, and Jenner all signed licensing agreements with Vivid Entertainment. But now, of course, there's two sides to every story, and there is another side. And that was that the Kardashians had planned all of this from the very beginning. And surprise, surprise, we know Kris Jenner, momager, like that woman never makes any mistakes. According to Ian Halprin, an investigative journalist, Kim and Kris had worked together to submit the tape to Vivid after Paris Hilton had encouraged them, all in some sort of ploy to get her daughter's name out into the world. Very interesting way to do so.
After Paris Hilton encouraged them. I think Ray J said Paris Hilton... If this is wrong, this is far wrong. But I'm pretty sure Paris Hilton went through something similar where something leaked of her, and that's what gave them the idea, or gave Kris Jenner the idea to make a tape and, put the tape out in order to kind of start this whole situation, it was very odd. The whole thing was very odd. And all the money that they got, I'm pretty sure, like, if they was really trying to get that shit taken down, they probably could have got it taken down and just broke the place off some money. But, yeah, I think Kris Jenner had something to do with that shit, honestly. Because Ray J, to this day, Nick keeps saying that the mom had something to do with that shit. Pimping her daughter, boy. The mom watching the tape, she making it sound like Paris Hilton done watched the tape and the mom said, Paris, do you think that she getting cracked good enough for this to like go viral and us become super famous? And Paris Hilton like, yeah, bro, do it. Go crazy. What the fuck?
Kris Jenner orchestrated the whole tape thing.
1,000%.
Serious.
1,000%.
How many tapes exist?
3.
How many did the public see?
I think 1.
And you're saying Kris Jenner was a part of all 3 in some capacity, with knowing that this was happening.
She made us do it. She made us shoot them, bro. She watched them. I had the first one that was long time ago. She made us do more, bro. She made us do more, and she watched us, and she watched it.
So Kris Jenner was in the room while you were having sex with Kim?
No.
Okay, so...
Because then at that point, I was young and naive. So when she sent us to Santa Barbara to do it, at that point, I was like, it's just weird.
And of course, the Kardashians to this day deny the story. And we cannot forget the moment in one of the Kardashian episodes where Kanye bought back all of the tapes for Kim and she's sitting there over this suitcase crying. Like, what does a VHS have to do with this? Like, aren't there digital downloads?
So Kanye flew home last night. And he came back this morning. I want to show you guys what he got me. Gorgeous back.
Oh my God.
He got me all of his tape back.
Oh my God.
And he flew home and got it was on the hard drive. And I went with Ray J at the airport and got it all back from me.
Oh, Kim.
Oh my God.
I digress.
Ray J made a bag. Fuck you mean, what? If Ray J was the only person that had it, Ray J made a fucking bag. Fuck. And why you spending all that money to get it back if all these years went by and he never dropped it? He probably was never going to drop it in the first place. He should have dropped it. He would have made more money probably. You know what I'm saying? If only he had some proof that your mom was the one orchestrating all this shit. You know what I'm saying? That he probably really would have dropped that shit, bro. But, odd. That's weird. Yeah, he could have literally just sent it to his fucking iPhone, like, you know what I'm saying?
You guys can go ahead and agree with the Kardashians and agree that this wasn't some sort of plot in order to make her famous. But you also have to understand that we're talking about the Kardashians here, and they have lied more times than we can count. Because after Kim's global popularity, they quickly then signed onto the show Keeping Up with the Kardashians. And from there, they just continued to spread lie after lie. Their bodies, completely natural. Their faces, not a hint of Botox. And their business ventures, yeah, they're all totally high quality.
I have so many thoughts on this Vogue article in which Kylie Jenner talks about her rebrand of Kai, okay? So, in the Vogue article, they talk about how Kai was originally built on collaboration models with drops every couple of months. She collaborated with Namilia, Entire Studios, did Lara Fendikoglu, which I honestly liked. Like, I honestly thought that was cool because who else was doing a, like, more approachable price point, you know, collaboration with Lara Fendikoglu? No one. I thought that was sick. But because it was this collaboration model, she said that when she came to like think of opening a Kai store, she struggled to figure out like what the brand of Kai was like what the colors were, what it looked like, whatever. Okay, like she says she wants Kai to feel permanent versus trend-based. I really want to define who we are. Okay, but then she also says her style is always evolving. And like the literal title of this article is My Style is Evolving. Okay, so your style is still evolving, still changing, but you want to nail down a style for Kai. Like you feel like you're at a place. It just doesn't make sense to me. I feel like if your style is evolving and changing, you would want to go with the trend-based model because you haven't nailed down a specific style for yourself yet. So why are we trying to now take it from this trend-based model to like, let's nail down a style for Kai? Oh, but my style is still evolving and changing and like what? It doesn't make sense. All right, then she says that the embellished belts will be priced at $300 and they will be sourced from vintage stores across LA and hand embellished by Kai to ensure that no two are the same. Okay, so you're buying belts and then adding embellishments to them and then selling them for $300. Interesting.
And you guys have to understand that I dive deep into these videos about the Kardashians because I am an ex-fan and
that is fucking sick. You go to a fucking thrift store, buy up all the fucking belts, bedazzle them motherfuckers, and sell them for $300. Oh my gosh, you're sick. You're sick. Because at that point, anybody could just make your belts. You just go to a random fucking thrift store, pick up a fucking belt, and bedazzle that motherfucker. And if all of them look different, then how can you show like, oh, I'm wearing Kylie Jenner's Kai on my belt. It's $300 belt. It looked like you made that shit yourself because none of them look the same. So how the fuck I know that's a Kylie Jenner belt? You know what I'm saying? That kind of goes against the whole purpose of paying $300 for some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You feel me?
I find it very interesting how somebody could be a big fan of a family like I was and how you could very quickly find them to be completely insufferable. How do you make so many different choices that ruin the trust of your followers? Now, what I find crazy is the entire premise of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, even like the fun, random, unscripted bits, were all scripted. Like, remember when Khloe Kardashian was being arrested for driving under the influence? Like, Kim, stop taking pictures, your sister's going to jail. According to Wikipedia, Keeping Up up wasn't greenlit until August of 2007, 5 months after Khloe's arrest in March. And filming began shortly after, so there's literally no way that they could have actually filmed Khloe getting arrested. And then there's of course the so-called reason for her arrest. The drunken night out that Khloe had that then eventually led to her arrest was apparently tied very closely to the anniversary of her father's passing, Robert Kardashian. The episode is even titled Remembering Dad, and Hulu's actual description of this specific episode states, Khloe has trouble coping with the anniversary of her father's death. But the anniversary of his death would have been on September 30th, 2007, which was actually 6 months after Khloe was arrested. Another was when Kim Kardashian announced that she was divorcing Kris Humphries after 72 days of marriage. I remember this so clearly. It was in every tabloid, on every newsstand, in every Shoppers Drug Mart.
I hope that nigga Kris Humphries made a fucking bag, boy. Hope that nigga ran off with 200 M's. Fucking people. City boys up a million jillion. But he thought he was doing something by Mo. He probably thought he was doing something. Kris Humphries is a weird nigga. He was a little weird. He probably thought he was doing some shit. He's probably like, yeah, man, I'm gonna make her sign a prenup. I'm gonna keep my money on. Nigga, you stupid. Nigga, you dumb. But anyway.
In Canada. This scene is made to make it look like it was filmed in Dubai, but it was actually filmed on December 6, 2011 in Los Angeles. Kim and Kris were actually even seen leaving a studio in Hollywood wearing the exact same clothes from the scene. And now I think that there's a big thing to be said about reality TV and how much is fake and how much is real. I think it just takes a real one to say it was a lie or it wasn't real, but it's all just fabricated nonsense to make you click and to make you watch. At this point, the girlies are rolling out company after company. They're signing all of these promotional deals, and they are making more money than you and I could ever comprehend. This is when the Kardashians really started to develop their very own fan base. They had millions of girls around the globe trying to literally be them, anything and everything, who tuned in to watch their shows. They would stand in line and buy every product, who actually believed in all of the lies that they spread and didn't believe that they were lies at all. Every time they had a new product drop, it sold out in minutes. And even when Kim Kardashian was saying her booty was real, or Kylie was saying her filler lips were just simply overlining with lip liner,
Kylie Jenner denies having all facial plastic surgery except for facial fillers. Do we believe her? Kylie Jenner's face has changed fairly dramatically over the years, and it seems to be due to probably a little bit more than just fillers. Nothing against her, but looking at her face, we can see that she started out with a rather rounder face with features a little bit out of balance. Then she kind of morphed into this very proportionate heart-shaped face with features that are definitely more defined, sculpted, and balanced.
Or all of the countless times that they said that they were self-made billionaires. Everyone believed them, including me. They developed a new brand for themselves. They were known as girl bosses. They were the billionaires that acted like real people. They were spoiled, rotten, mean, narcissistic, but they owned it. And people loved them for that. And it carried on like this from the early 2010s to late 2019. And then COVID happened. Everyone was in lockdown. People were dying in hospitals. People are dying, Kim. And people were working overtime just in order to make ends meet. And Kim Kardashian was throwing a birthday party for herself. She was supposed to have a crazy Wild West themed party in Wyoming, but oh no, she says that she can't have it because of COVID. Except her family still throws her a party in LA. And that wasn't even the full truth, because Kim ended up flying out dozens of celebrities to a private tropical island. In late October, when about 220,000 Americans had died from the coronavirus and 11 million were unemployed, Kim spammed social media with photos of her at beach banquets and boat rides. And that was when things really started.
I'll be fucking mad too. I'm not gonna lie, COVID kind of started the whole thing where people started looking more into like all these rich people and like, who really are you guys? You know? Honestly, I think it might have been the Epstein shit. But even before that, I feel like it was still happening. But anyway.
To collapse.
Someone needs to take Kim Kardashian's phone away right now. So I'm pretty sure you've seen Kim has taken all her friends to a private island for her 40th birthday. Tell me why she goes and tweets this. We danced, rode bikes, swam near whales, kayaked, watched a movie on the beach, and so much more. I realize that for most people, this is something that is so far out of reach right now. So in moments like these, I am humbly reminded of how privileged my life is. Like, does she want a medal? Like, we get it, you're rich. We understand that. She's literally like, I understand that you're all poor and none of you can afford to rent a whole island for yourselves,
This was just one of the most tone-deaf things that the Kardashians literally could have ever done. Because before that, the fantasy that Keeping Up with the Kardashians portrayed was enjoyable for viewers to watch. It was fun to sit there and watch petty drama that had nothing to do with our everyday lives. Like, heck, I really enjoyed it. But once the COVID party happened, it was very clear that Kim Kardashian and her entire family just simply didn't care about what was going on in the rest of the world. All they really cared about was their own fame, their own money, and their own happiness. And their fans, they literally couldn't have cared less about their fans. And at that point, things just started to get worse and worse. Because in 2022, Kim would go on to wear an original Marilyn Monroe dress, destroying it in the process, like a real relic. Whether or not Kim did or didn't damage the dress, she did manage to unite the globe, regardless of class and wealth, in complete outrage. It was almost universally agreed that Marilyn's dress should have remained in a museum as a key piece of fashion history. You guys know I love a good conspiracy theory, and a lot of people have said that Marilyn's dress was actually cursed, and the moment that Kim put that dress on, she sealed the fate for her and her entire family. I don't know. I'm really starting to believe it's true.
Do you have any...
I would believe it's true if they lost all their fucking money, which it ain't fucking happening. I don't see them losing their motherfucking money. That shit ain't cursed for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, okay, boom. They all fall off. Boom, they still got $1 billion.
I think they said she lied about being a billionaire.
Who, Kim?
Kylie, because she was like the youngest billionaire at one point.
I did hear about that too. I think they said that she was like she was worth $1 billion, which is kind of like different. I think maybe.
I think they low key going broke because Kylie come out with a new company every like.
Oh, you think they're going broke?
Not going broke, but like Kylie comes out with a new brand, different type of brand. Like she came up with like a drink brand, like just random shit, like for no reason. Like she had her makeup brand to start with, and then she started like a drink brand and some skincare brand, and then some like.
None of them are working.
No. And then she made like a clothing brand. It's just like.
There was the Kai shit.
Kai wear or some shit like that. I'm like, girl.
You're just doing too much. So you think they just money hungry? You think they actually falling off?
I mean, and then she be promoting this one thing I be seeing. It's like a face thing, light thing all the time. And somebody,
face light, like red light.
I don't know what it is, but it's rubbed on your face, and she always be like talking about it. And somebody was like, that company has to be paying her billions of dollars for her to promote a product like that because she don't ever promote anything.
They blowing a bag on that shit, boy.
She could at least be with like Kendall low key. She came out with a little liquor brand, and everybody likes her liquor.
Kendall's probably one of the chillest ones. She probably just like, bro, I'm gonna live my life. This is my girlfriend, by the way. Y'all hearing my girlfriend, but she yeah, she's just right here on the side. I had to move the mic so y'all can hear her and shit.
I look a mess. Hope you like these braids.
Oh yeah, she did my braids. Yeah.
You really grip that scalp.
But yeah, according to my girlfriend, they actually might be falling off. They might not be going broke, but I imagine that their output of money is probably so high that they're probably actively trying to make sure to bring in a certain amount of income, and that might be leading them to do certain shit. But anyway,
info on how badly Kim damaged the OG nude dress. Yes, I do. Let's talk about it. So these are the photos before and after Kim Kardashian wore the original Marilyn Monroe Happy Birthday nude dress to the Met Gala. So on the left-hand side is the dress before Kim Kardashian wore it to the Met Gala. Pay attention to the zipper, the rhinestones, and the fabric. So here on the right-hand side is the dress after Kim Kardashian wore it. So as you can see, there's much more puckering around the zipper from being strapped.
It was on display, 2016 compared to 2022. I wouldn't necessarily blame that all on her. That's a fucking long time. You know what I'm saying? And if it was like on like an actual body and stuff, and it's kept zipped up, and with the little whatever the fuck these little things are, these little button things on it, what is this, 6 years later, like, but I guess 2016 from when Marilyn Monroe was fucking doing her thing was a fucking long time. So if it was gonna start to deteriorate, it would have happened. But hey,
stretched out, the fabric is actually ruined around the sides of the zipper, and you can see that there has been some damage to the stones. This type of damage is consistent down the back of the dress. It's particularly worse up here because, as we know, she could not zip the dress shut, so there is significant amount of stretching and damage to the top where it was tighter rather than the bottom. This is a close-up to the back of the dress.
In a world ravaged by war that's causing energy prices to hike, when more and more public services are becoming privatized with worsening quality, inflated costs, and stagnant wages, the Kardashians are no longer the symbol of aspirational wealth. They used to be girl bosses. They used to sell this image of self-made female billionaire. But people are just too jaded to believe in that stupid story anymore. Instead, they are a stark reminder of the ever-increasing gap between the working class and the top 1%. Their products are not affordable, and during a time when fast fashion is thriving, though very unethical, people can opt for pieces that cost far less, are manufactured by the same underpaid staff, and are often the same or even better quality. And while plastic surgery is surging all over the globe and continually becoming more accessible, Gen Z strives for inclusivity of different people with different body types, races, genders, disabilities. The Kardashians seem to have attempted to join this trend, but their whole image is based off of unattainable and blended perfection. And then there's just another one of their problems. The new generations just do not connect with them.
There's this trend that's going around, and it's basically billionaires and celebrities trying their hardest to be as relatable as possible as they can be to us. And there's a reason for that. They're starting to suddenly realize what we've known for a pretty long time. We don't like them. The ultra wealthy used to be admired. They used to be looked up to, but now, in this day and age, we can see right through them. A majority of us are not buying the personal brand bullshit, and that scares them. Their whole image is based on the idea that we aspire to be like them. But if they come across as out of touch or even slightly unlikable, their brand loses value. That's why they're suddenly riding in public transit. They're filming in normal kitchens. They're talking about grocery prices, and they're pretending that they can understand economic anxiety. It's not authenticity. It's just marketing. The truth is, the audience is shifting. People want to follow people who feel real, human, honest, and sometimes a little messy. Not a billionaire cosplaying as middle class. The rich know that if they can't sell relatability, they can't sell you influence. And if they don't have any influence, they have no power over you. So yeah, they're terrified. They're terrified that the 99% is just not starstruck anymore. They're terrified that we're tuning them out. And they're terrified that we'd rather follow everyday people instead of them. Because as soon as we stop believing that billionaires are just like us, we stop playing along with the system that's built to protect them.
Ask a Gen Alpha or a young Gen Z if they're keeping up with the Kardashians, and a lot of times their responses are going to be, who? There are new influencers. There are individuals out there that are far more relatable than any of the Kardashians could ever be. In fact, in the eyes of the newer generations, they really are the boomers of the celebrity industry. The people who were kids and teens growing up idolizing them or their lifestyle in some way are now normal adults that are honestly struggling to afford a normal life. Those working people can't even dream about luxury because it's so out of reach now that they have actual jobs and understand how the world works. And now they understand what's truly aspirational beyond material things and just looking good. And teens now aren't going to be interested in them. I mean, the Kardashians are the same age as their parents. Why would they care? Not to mention, as the working people age without money for procedures, they're being gaslit into believing that the Kardashians don't have cosmetic procedures and Photoshop to stay young, and it's all non-invasive products that they push. Seeing beautiful people be wasteful, vapid, and self-centered is just not interesting anymore.
Kylie Jenner having to reheat her nachos from when she was 17 is the death bell of Kardashian relevancy. Because honestly, ask yourself, when exactly was the last time a Kardashian was relevant? Not their last little scandal. They have lots of dumb little scandals, which all seem to revolve around shitty parenting decisions, but like, actually relevant, actually moved the needle, actually got people talking? Well, holy fucking shit, it's been a while, hasn't it? You know how desperate you gotta be to reference the peak of your fame when you were 17 and you're almost 30? That reeks of desperation. That would be like Ariana trying to race morph into a black woman again to try and sell us R&B music. That would be horrible. And a sign that everything else...
People would like that shit. I'm not gonna lie. If Ariana Grande did do that shit, a lot of people would like that shit. My girlfriend, I'm pretty sure, would like that shit. My girlfriend is a black woman. You know what I'm saying? She black. She's Honduran and black. What? She black. You know what I'm saying? Her mama black. Her dad Honduran. Type shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, when your mom's something, you a little more that thing. You know what I'm saying? Mathematically speaking, I don't think it's mathematics. I think it's just being raised that way. But type shit.
Is completely tapped out. Nothing else is working. Nothing else is hitting. Let's reference ourselves from over a decade ago and pretend that people still care.
We've grown up now, and as adults, we do have a new perspective. We can truly see how ugly they are on the inside, and it's ruined any sort of appeal that they might have had maybe 10 years ago. So what do we have?
The Epstein shit, I feel like, did a lot for this. Like, hating the rich. It's like knowing that they've done despicable things and there's no justice that can be done and so on and so forth. And it just gives like a disdain for the ultra rich. You know what I'm saying? Like, there should be no fucking billionaires. Why do you need $1 billion? You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, worth $1 billion. Like, if you sold your company, you worth $1 billion. You really have like, you know, 100 million, which is still a lot of fucking money. But okay, cool. You only have $100 million actually, and you're worth $1 billion because you have a company that's worth $1 billion. Like, you don't need to sell your company and shit. You know what I'm saying? So okay, cool. But if you have $1 billion, like, there's no reason for you to have $1 billion, even $500 million. Like, all the people that you can help on the planet Earth, like, $1 billion isn't going to give you more life. $1 billion isn't going to make you happier. $1 billion ain't gonna do shit, honestly, for you after you reach past fucking 300 million, 100 million, 200 million. After you reach past that money is make-believe money. You can't even fucking spend that shit. You know what I'm saying? So how about you build a fucking city or something and do something important? You feel me? And make sure there's no... Build your own city and be like, in my city, there will be no fucking homelessness and no hungry people ever. Do that or something. You know what I'm saying? Fuck. Do some real shit. Go to fucking Africa, my nigga. Build a city out there or something. You know what I'm saying? Pay money to go against genocide that's happening in Gaza and all that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Put your money to stop wars and all of this, my nigga. Actually make a difference in the world with all that fucking money you got, but you rather use that money you got to do more bad shit so that you can make more fucking blood money. That's just fucked up. Anyway, I digress.
Now, what are we actually left with? Well, there are 26 different Kardashian businesses, making nearly every single social media post an ad for one of their businesses or for someone else. To maintain the profitability of these businesses, they release new
Honestly, Kim is gonna start dating Elon. Is crazy.
products every other month that are virtually indistinguishable from the last. They've run out of ideas, and they've never really been champions of originality to begin with.
Did somebody say I would love to see Kendall pregnant? Like, they probably read their comments and think like, what are we gonna do next with our fucking lives? Okay, let me DM Elon Musk. Oh, Kendall Jenner pregnant? They want to see Kendall Jenner pregnant? Oh, wow. Let me go. Okay, Kendall, I think you should probably, like, it's probably about time to shoot out a baby, don't you think? You know what I'm saying? Kendall might not actually ever have babies. You know what I'm saying? I think after the age of 34 for women, that's when it starts becoming increasingly harder for women to have babies or, like, successful pregnancies without any complications and things of that nature. And I'm pretty sure Kendall Jenner is like, what, like 30 or something? She's probably like 30 maybe around there. She'll probably have a kid soon. But I feel like Kendall might actually be the one, like, even though she's out of the spot, like, she's in the spotlight the least, she might be the most, like, normal one. You know what I'm saying? Where she's like working like a job damn near. You know, she's a model rather than owning a business and shit like that. But anyway.
Words, we are witnessing the downfall of capitalism. as we speak. If you are paying attention to videos from Be Better or similar that are talking about the downfall of the Kardashians, I actually think that's a marker of the downfall of capitalism in general. And here's why I think that's happening. The very thing that enabled capitalists to become imperialists, which is people who spread their power and wealth around the world, is the thing that's taking away their power, globalization. Globalization and technology are two things that helped the ruling classes become the ruling classes. And that's actually the very thing that is uniting the people. With apps like TikTok and X, whether you like those apps or not, they are giving the commoner, the general populace, a voice. And not just a voice, but we're actually banding together to educate each other and to speak out on things that we've seen.
What started as young women trying to make it in a man's world has now shifted into a constant cash grab, and they constantly fail to hide it. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. You know I make these videos because I love you and I truly want the best for you.
Yes, sirski. Y'all follow her right here. Her name is, what, Liel? Wait, Lael Hansen? Lael? I don't fucking know. Damn, I feel bad. I don't know her damn name. I just watched her whole damn video. Lyle. I think it's Lyle. Yeah, y'all go follow her and fuck with her. This was a really good video. You know what I'm saying? I appreciated the video. It was engaging. You know, other positive words for it as well. You know what I'm saying? Educational. That was the word I was actually looking for. But anyway, I digress. You guys let me know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Wait, I'm finding my button. Wait. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. And if nobody told you today, I love you. Peace. No, I pressed the wrong button. No.